welcome to all you Geminis out there. Welcome to your last horoscope, monthly horoscope of the year. For December already 2030, no eclipses for December, but I think for the Geminis a nice month, a very interesting month for the Geminis. Of course, these are general horoscopes, but there is some nice stuff going on for you. A very, very nice house is very much activated, and I will talk about that in a minute. So for the month of December, there are so many new things coming in. There are so many planets that there are 2 planets that are going to be for such a long time in the same sign, which means that people are going to put their focus on something. And for you Geminis, it's a nice focus, and let's get started. First of all, your ruler, Mercury, is going very fast. That is something nice. It's not going retrograde. It's going very fast in 3 signs. So a bit of Scorpio, then Sagittarius, which is your opposite sign. So there's going to be a lot of interaction this month for you with other people. And then in the 8th house, so during the last days of the month, it will be more of introspection, the thinking process. But the most important thing is this huge emphasis on your 5th house and your 11th house. What is that all about? First of all, Mars, the planet of action, where we put our action into something, is in your 5th house of Libra. It's a fellow air house. So Gemini is air and Libra is air as well. Having Mars there for such a long time, it's going to be there for 8 months, approximately 8 months. That's very unusual because Mars normally transits a sign like 2 months, and now it's going to go retrograde in that house as well. But not this month. So it's going to be for a long time in your 5th house. It means Geminis are going to spend a lot of time to become or to be more creative than ever. They are going to spend time on fun, which is very Gemini-like, isn't it? And because Gemini, I associate Gemini with funny people and people, there are good laughs, and I always like Geminis. Because they're also so young, even when they're not young, they have a young mind. But anyway, so it's in the house of fun. It's the 5th house, which is the house of your creation, which is not only children. It could mean that you will be more active with your children, spend a lot more time with them, and in a Libra way, because it's in Libra, so trying to get along better with your children. Maybe for some people it's that. But I think for most people in general, it will mean that they are going to spend more time on their creativity. So hobbies are, starting a hobby now is very, very good for the Geminis. Starting something that is an expression of the heart, maybe something that has to do with equilibrium, something that has to do with relationships, something that has to do with communication. It could be anything, but what I'm trying to say is that it's a good time to spend time on how you want to have fun in your life. So because it reflects that it is needed for Geminis. It is needed to have a bit more time spending on fun. But there's also serious stuff going on at the same time. So this is going to last for 8 months, this Mars, this energy that I talked about. On the other hand, for now, in December up until April, there's going to be Venus in Capricorn in your 8th house, which is also a long time. Normally Venus transits just every month another sign, but now it's there for up until April, which is long. So it shows another emphasis of Venus, the planet of love, and the planet of values, money, desires, is in that 8th house, which is the house of, it's a money house. So maybe you're going to attract a little bit more money from other people. Maybe you're going to have a tax return, would be nice, or an inheritance, because that's 8th house. On another level, it can mean that there is more intimacy, and there's going to be, maybe you've just met someone, and now Venus in the 8th house means more intimacy on an intimate level, on an emotional level, understanding each other, and on a serious, deep level. Could be that as well. On the other hand, the difficulties in life, the struggles of life, or let's say the fears that we have in life, are going to be a little bit more smoother for you during the next couple of months, because Venus is there in that house. So all in all, for the Geminis in general, it's a pretty good energy flow. And for all of us, there's also a trine, especially the second week, a trine between Jupiter and Saturn. Now, these are in water signs. So Jupiter is in your 2nd house, which is that house of self-confidence. It's a house of money again. And Saturn is in Scorpio. So for you, that is your 6th house. So there's also a nice flow between your 2nd house and your 6th house, which are work houses, you could say. The 6th house, Saturn there, means that you still have to work a lot. You know, the Geminis who, and not only your day-to-day routines, but work can be quite tough for the Geminis during this period. But with this nice trine of the 2nd house, it can balance that out. It can still be a lot of work, but you feel kind of more confident and more in balance. So is it all gonna be nice for this month? Because it sounds like that, doesn't it? Well, the different days, or the days of high energy, is around Christmas and around New Year's Eve. Because around Christmas time, when a lot of people are gathering together, not all of them, not everyone of course, but a lot of people will celebrate Christmas, and that will be a high energetic day because the Moon and Mars are conjuncting. So, but for you it's in your 5th house, so you're probably going to be very creative around that day. Maybe you're going to be, you know, people are going to enjoy your openness around that day. And New Year's Eve is a very powerful new beginning for everyone, because it fits in very well with the stars, actually, with the planets, because there's going to be a new moon on that evening. So there's going to be the moon and the sun conjuncting each other together, which reflects a new beginning, and conjunct Pluto, so a powerful new beginning. For you, again, that's Capricorn. So that's it. That's that 8th house that I talked about. So new beginnings, considering 8th house stuff, considering that house of other people's money, or that house of other people's values, or that house of maybe it's also the house of the occult. Maybe you're going to be interested in that. Maybe next year you're going to follow a course of astrology or something else, or hand reading, or I don't know. But I think it's going to be very nice December for the Geminis. Anyway, if you want to have a personal reading, please click on the link below. I do a special offer. Just check it out, what it is. It's a nice price for a nice reading, I guess. And it's the time of a year to do a new reading, to see a bit of the flavor of next year. So, but anyway, I hope you have a very good time during December. Wishing you all the best, and see you next month. Bye-bye.